Have you ever seen a golden goose laying golden eggs? Well, let me tell you a tale about one that did just that. Once upon a time, in a small village nestled between rolling hills and a sparkling lake, there lived a poor woodcutter named Thomas. Thomas was a kind and hardworking man, but he was terribly unlucky. No matter how hard he tried, he couldn't seem to make enough money to provide for himself and his family. One day, while chopping wood in the forest, Thomas stumbled upon a clearing he had never seen before. In the center of the clearing stood a magnificent oak tree, its branches reaching towards the sky like welcoming arms. As he approached the tree, he noticed something strange. It was covered with golden eggs. Intrigued, he reached out and picked one up. It was warm to the touch and shimmered in the sunlight. Thomas had never seen anything like it before. Suddenly, a beautiful white goose with wings that shone like gold appeared before him. "Who are you?" Thomas asked, startled by the sudden appearance of the talking goose. "I am the guardian of this forest," the goose replied in a voice that sounded like wind chimes. "And I have been watching you, Thomas. I know that you are a hardworking and honest man, and I want to help you." Thomas was taken aback. He couldn't believe that a talking goose had chosen him for help. "But why me?" he asked, his voice trembling. "Because you are kind and deserving," the goose replied. "Take these golden eggs to the village and exchange them for whatever you desire. But remember, use them wisely." With that, the goose disappeared, leaving Thomas alone in the clearing with a basket full of golden eggs. Overjoyed, Thomas rushed to the village and went straight to the market. There he met an old, wizened woman who had a stall filled with all sorts of goods. "How much money will you give me for these eggs?" Thomas asked, his hand shaking with excitement. The old woman's eyes twinkled as she examined the eggs. "These are no ordinary eggs," she said with a knowing smile. "They are magical. I will give you a sack of gold coins for them." Thomas couldn't believe his luck. He took the sack of coins and hurried home, his heart pounding with happiness. When his wife saw the sack, she was stunned. "Thomas, where did you get all this money?" she asked, her voice filled with awe. "A magical goose gave them to me," Thomas explained. Still in shock, together they decided to use the money to build a small cottage, buy new tools for Thomas, and send their children to school. Soon, Thomas and his family were living in a cozy cottage with plenty of food, and their children were well educated. As years passed, the memory of the golden goose faded, but the prosperity it brought to Thomas and his family remained. One day, many years later, Thomas's grandson, a curious and adventurous young man, stumbled upon the clearing in the forest. He was amazed to find the golden oak tree and the beautiful white goose waiting for him. The goose spoke to him, its voice echoing with wisdom. "Your grandfather treated these gifts wisely," the goose said, "and used them to improve the lives of those around him. I am pleased. Here is another golden egg for you." The young man, inspired by his grandfather's story, decided to use the golden egg to start a small business. He grew up to become a successful man, providing jobs for others and contributing to the growth of his community. And so, the legend of the golden goose that laid golden eggs was passed down through generations, reminding them of the importance of honesty, kindness, and wisdom. If you enjoyed the story, don't forget to subscribe my channel, Rosalinda Kids. I hit the like button and turn on the notification bell to get all the new stories.